Hey Giants, it's a good day for math. Today in our journals we're going to be titling our page Problem Solving with Fractions. Put the date in the corner and let's go ahead and get our working problem glued in. I will pause the video. Okay, let's write down some steps that we need to remember when we are problem solving. Step number 1, read the problem. And when I mean read the problem, what I mean by that is let's read it thoroughly and understand what is happening here in the situation. Okay? Step number 2, we need to write an equation. And you'll see in just a moment that this is going to happen, but it's not going to be the exact second thing that happens. So, but keep that on our list. All right, number 3, use, not related, let's just say use related operations, okay? Use related operations, squishy tight, to solve. And number 4, we're going to sort of work backwards. You remember when we did that with money? All right, we're going to work backward. And here's a big, huge hint. Don't worry, I'll stop the video and you can get all caught up. The hint, which I highly, highly recommend, is draw a picture. Draw a picture. If it helps, because that's what we are going to do. Ms. Cruzy sees a lot of math in picture form, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to stop the video and make sure everyone is caught up. Okay, let's read today's problem. The Diaz family is cross-country skiing the Big Tree Trails, which have a total length of 4 miles. Yesterday, they skied the 7/10 of a mile Oak Trail. Today, they skied the 3/5 of a mile Pine Trail. If they plan to ski all of the Big Tree Trails, how many more miles do they have left to ski? Oh, goodness sakes. That needs to be a question mark. Let's make that a question mark. Alrighty, you ready? Now I'm actually going to start with a picture. This really helps me, and so I'm going to start with a picture. So do you see my last line right here? I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3 spaces, and I'm just going to take one space, and I'm going to work across the page right there and draw kind of a long skinny rectangle. That is going to be my Big Tree Trails, and that is going to be my 4 miles. Okay? So I am going to draw and label this my 4 miles. Alright? Now, let's chunk this up. So yesterday they skied the 7/10 mile Oak Trail. So this is Oak Trail. And we're going to put 7/10 up above. Okay, so that we can use one space for the numerator, one space for the denominator. The next trail was the Pine Trail, and that was 3/5 of a mile. So we've got Pine Trail, put that there, and let's put 3/5 above that. Now, we're not too sure what the rest of this is or how long it is, but we know they want to ski all of it because they plan to ski all of the Big Tree Trails. They plan to ski all this 4 miles. So I'm just going to put a question mark there. Question mark here. I don't know what that is, but here we go. We're going to number 2, write an equation. So if we have our 7/10 plus our 3/5 plus this other amount, that should equal our 4 miles. Okay? Alrighty. Now, we are going to use related operations to solve. And today we're going to use addition and subtraction. You can take 4 and subtract 7/10, and then subtract your 3/5. That's working backwards. Or you can combine these two, which is what I'm going to do right now, and subtract 1 time from 4 miles. Okay? So I am going to choose to combine these two amounts, these two fractions, and subtract once from my 4 miles. And that will tell me how many more miles they have left to ski. Okay, here we go. Let's scoop that up so you can see what's happening here at the bottom of my page. So I'm taking 7/10 and 3/5. This should look very familiar to you. Simple. Adding two fractions. The first thing we have to do is make like fractions. If you're noticing 5 and 10, that's pretty easy. We can figure out that our common denominator should be 10. Yes. So my 7/10 is already in tenths. I want my 3/5 to be in tenths. So what is that fractional one I'm going to use? Yes, it is going to be 2 halves. So let's multiply those numerators, okay? 3 times 2 is 6. Now that we have made like fractions, let's add. 7/10 plus 6/10 is 13/10. All right, we have an improper fraction. Now we have to simplify. So my favorite way to simplify when I have a fraction like this, it's not very complicated. I'm going to pull out that fractional 1. I have tenths. So do you see 10/10? I'm hoping you do. And 10/10 plus what else makes the 13/10? Yep, 3/10. Okay, so 10/10 plus the 3/10, that's my 13/10. So we really say this is what? 1 and 3/10. We're going to take this mixed number and we're going to write a subtraction problem now. We're going to take 4. I think I have enough room here. Let's see. 4 minus 1 and 3/10. And we just learned what to do with this, right? So we're going to borrow from, I don't have a fraction here, so I do not have to make like fractions. I'm going to borrow from the ones place, leaving 3. I'm going to bring over my fractional 1, which looks like it's in tenths. What's it going to look like? Yep, 10/10. Now that I have these like fractions, I can subtract. 10/10 minus 3/10 is 7/10. I'm done subtracting my fractions. Now I'm going to subtract my whole numbers. 3 minus 1 is 2. And there you have it, kiddos. You can now answer the question, how many more miles do they have left to ski? Oops, sorry, you can't read that. Oh, there you go. How many more miles do they have left to ski? They have 2 and 7/10 miles left to ski. Okay, and I'm going to write that here. They have 2 and 7/10 miles left to ski. Okay, Giants, we're using everything we've learned with adding and subtracting fractions to solve these problems today. It's going to be a great math day. Looking forward to it. Let's go, Giants.